Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Starbound. Guess what version we are playing right now at this very second? If you guessed 1.0, you're close. Technically, we are actually playing in the 1.0 build of the game. It's in unstable right now. If you didn't know that, you do now. So if you go into the unstable version of the game, you're basically playing 1.0. From what I understand, especially based on the developer live stream, that was just yesterday, in case you missed that as well. Basically, yes, thank you, sir. Basically, yeah, that's where we are in the game, and why are you just standing there taking that death? But anyway, yeah, basically, ooh, that was a scary sound. Oh, it's a hive biome over here. But yeah, effectively, for the love of, oh, you were standing on the spikes. I guess you died due to gross incompetence. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let me just stop and sit down for a second. Basically, yeah, the current unstable build is 1.0. So, if you're in the stable build now, there's going to be one final wipe. Everything that you've got right now, it's going to be wiped. I mean, I think you could probably get around that by just backing up your save and universe if you really want it. I would highly advise against that. Probably you could back up your unstable version, universe and world, and get started that way, and it would all still follow through, unless I misunderstood what's been said. But yeah, again, since this current version of the game is basically 1.0, I assume it would work when, yeah, carrying over, so keep that in mind. That should be fun, that should be exciting. And with that in mind, ooh, that's a really, I don't like that sound. We're getting it close to something that's getting all crunchy here. But yeah, basically, yeah, 1.0 is coming. Get hyped. Be excited. We are here. I'll probably actually start our 1.0 playthrough since I'm still kind of operating on the logic that, yeah, it should, you really don't want to follow me, buddy, that, it should be working, and that if we were to transfer, ooh, my. If we were to, oh dear. Yeah, if we were to carry on into the stable build, yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. I'm kind of going around in circles now. Also, I feel like the grappling hook has been changed because if I swing and click again, I'm not actually just firing again. I have to actually jump. I'm not entirely sure if I like that change or not. Then again, I guess it makes a certain amount of sense. Alright. Anyway, yeah, that's basically the news for this episode. Yeah, so get ready, get excited, get hyped. Oh, I forgot. Probably the most important thing you're wondering if you haven't seen it or heard about it by now. When is 1.0 coming out? July 22nd. July 22nd. Everything from here on out is just very last-minute bug fixes and optimizations, so there is no reason to think that the release date is going to get delayed or anything, especially because the unstable version of the game is effectively 1.0. It's just not in the stable build yet. And that does mean if I were to type in, I think it's Tentacle Mission, or Tentacle Boss, but it could be Ruin. I forget exactly what it is. But if I did this, we would go to the final mission. I'm not going to do that, because I don't want spoilers and stuff like that, because I haven't actually gotten that far. I've been trying to avoid spoilers myself, so I imagine no one would appreciate it if I just suddenly jumped in and showed off the final boss with no warning whatsoever. But, like I said, since we are probably going to move on into our proper 1.0 style playthrough in the next week or so, since we can do so in the nightly, keep that in mind, so there may be spoilers in the next few videos as we start playing the game properly and doing stuff like that. And I figure what I'll do is I'll start the character I intend to play as when we actually do get into 1.0 proper, and assuming it works, basically I'll just start now in the unstable, and we'll probably be partway through the story by the time 1.0 proper comes out. Ooh. Yeah, basically, cool stuff. Cool stuff. I'm so excited about this that I'm basically just losing my train of thought and stuff like that, and just wandering on, as I usually do, about whatever happens to strike my mind as I'm going here. But yeah, basically lots of exciting stuff to look forward to. The moment has finally come. 1.0 is nearly here. You can actually already enjoy it now if you don't mind playing the unstable version. And yeah, lots of interesting stuff as well. We shouldn't be looking forward to seeing any Nova Kid villages or anything like that. Apparently, there is a very story spoilery reason for why we don't see a lot to do with the Nova Kid in, like, the general world. I mean, I'm not going to speculate too much right now, but maybe it could be because the Nova Kid are in fact that creator race or something, or something like that. There's a reason why they don't have villages and settlements and stuff. I suppose then again, part of that's because of the fact that apparently they're just always wandering. They never settle down. They just keep moving and doing new and exciting things their entire lives and stuff like that. But if people want, Chucklefish has said they would be interested in potentially, oh dear, potentially showing or developing in post 1.0 content missions and stuff to help expand on Nova Kid lore, which I for one would welcome quite heartily. Yes, there we go. But don't expect that in 1.0 itself. And as for 1.0 content, one of the examples they gave for post 1.0 content is like a fishing system. And the idea, I guess, is that they're going to try to sort of create these themed updates where, I guess they'll, usually by the sounds of it, they'll basically sort of pull the community to see what they want to see, and they'll make, sort of updates based around those kinds of themes and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. And also look forward to that quite readily myself. It also occurs to me I should pop out onto, the surface of the planet so I could give you guys the coordinates for this particular world, because a couple people have asked me what the coordinates for this world are, and I gave it to them in the comments, but for anyone who didn't watch the last video and is interested in exploring this planet themselves, and I probably should take a moment whenever we, you know, go to a new world to just show off what the coordinates are so that you can see it yourself. It's right here. The name is Safe Crescent 2. It's also got a lovely moon right here. Anyway, but yeah, what else? I can't really think of anything else right now off the top of my head. I didn't actually get a chance to watch all of the stream myself, but I have been reading the summary of it since. But overall, pretty exciting stuff, I guess. I keep saying that, but it is really exciting, isn't it? I mean, we're finally, it's been a while, especially for people who have been following this since the beginning. I mean, seeing it finally come into 1.0 and leave early access and be fully launched and stuff must be a really awesome feeling. Also, important thing is now that we are basically in 1.0, any and all mods should hopefully no longer break on us, and that will be good. I, for one, am quite excited by that prospect. And also, I'll be really happy if I can, in fact, I mean, this transferred over into Unstable from the Nightly with no problem, so I have to assume that I'll be able to bring this into 1.0 with no problem as long as I properly back stuff up. Why do I have all this here? I think, actually, looking at this, the answer is because I am eventually going to turn all this into colonist housing as well. So, we'll do something with that. I'm also thinking about how I might, make additional apartments and stuff in the future. Hello there. Welcome, okay. And I feel like I'm forgetting something that I wanted to show off in this episode, but there's not too much else left now. It's basically just, you know, get hyped time. So, yeah, get hyped. Are you hyped, Mr. Fishman? So delightful to have you here. You're darn right it is. Anyway, oh, wait. I have it written down here. Something. Alright, spawn item, mask 7. Oh, no. I did spell that right, didn't I? I was asked to show off some kind of mask, which doesn't appear to exist for some reason. What about mask 6? No, that's just a regular mask. Huh. maybe there are some spoilers and stuff still waiting for 1.0. Or something that was very recently removed from the game. Anyway, another thing that I was asked to show off and take a look at, translocator. What is this? I have no idea what this is, but it was suggested to me in the comments. Okay. Oh, that's cool! It's basically a portal gun. So I'd be like, da, 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 da. Now if I change to a different weapon and then change back, it still works. Oh, that's gonna be a really interesting way to get to hard-to-reach places. Because imagine, if you will, there's a space, like in a mission or challenge room or something, that's too small for even the morph ball or distortion sphere or whatever they're calling it these days. But you can just aim through the crack and you can teleport inside. It's genius, I tell you. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool indeed. And it's described as a tool, so I have to assume we'll be able to build that properly in some way. That'll be all stuff to look forward to in the future. And I guess with that said, it's probably going to be the last we're seeing of old Titanius here for a little while. Because next time we do an episode, we're going to be looking at 1.0 content. And we'll be beginning our playthrough there. Ooh, thanks, Mr. King Dude. So, yeah, get hyped. Get excited. All kinds of good stuff is inbound. There you go. Thank you, my good sir. Or madam. But anyway, yes. So for the time being, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope you're all looking forward to 1.0, and I will see you all in the next video.